Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to create interactive visuals for real estate photography. If you're a photographer and you want to create visuals like this for your aerials, Aerial Pin is developed for you. As you can see, you have multiple customizations. You can change colors, you can add nearby areas based on the location of your image. And you can see you can export in low, high, and original quality. You can also draw boundaries with a few clicks, and this prevents you from bouncing between Photoshop and Google Maps. Okay, so let's get started. If you want to sign in, I've already got an account, so I'm just going to sign in with Google. I'm going to blur out my email for the purpose of this video. As you can see, the account is on the top. I'm going to blur that out. So you start off with 10 credits and 3 free searches, but this is my account, so you see I've got 1,000 credits. So to begin, you can upload your image. So I'm just gonna put in my image. We'll just use this for example. As you can see, this is my aerial image. So the first thing you want to do is, let's say, we want to draw the boundary. So you come to this tab here and you can zoom in by pressing Control and scroll wheel, or if you don't want to zoom in like that, you can press this down here and you can just move it around by holding the scroll. So let's say right now this is the building that is for sale, so you're going to select that. I'm just going to select that real quick. Once you connect all the points, you're going to see that it gets highlighted, which is good. This is perfect for our real estate aerials. So as you can see now, we're going to move into the find nearby point of interest. As you can see, it's blinking green, so that means there's nearby attractions in this image. So to search, it uses up 5 credits from your credit points, and there's no limit to how many times you can search as long as you have the credits. So if I press search, and once you press search, you're going to get a list of nearby locations in the image. So if it says outside frame, that means it's not visible on the image itself. But if it's saying in frame, that means it's in the image. So as you can see, let's just zoom into this image. As you can see, this is Chemist Warehouse. And if you look in the list, Chemist Warehouse is in frame. So when you press add, it's going to add it. It's going to add the label directly to the image in the exact location it detects it in. So if you want to move it, you press it and just drag it up. And you can see that's the leading line, so I can put it up like that. So it's not covering anything. And I can see Amart as well here. Amart Furniture. So let's look for Amart. There you go. Amart. Add. If you can see that, let's say you don't want the pin to be there, you can drag it. Let's say you want it here, right? You can zoom out. You can move this up there. Okay, what else do I see here? This I know is Officeworks. Okay, because I took the image, I know what's around. That's Officeworks. So we go Officeworks Campbellfield, add that, and boom, just drag it up. You just have to make minor changes. Okay, and I can also see McDonald's here. That's McDonald's, Macca's, as Australians say. McDonald's Faulkner. There you go. It's in frame as well. You see, it's slightly off, but you can just lift it up to wherever it is. Let's say here. That's McDonald's. And you can drag that and move it like that. Boom. Okay. What else do I see? I see GYG, Guzman Y Gomez. It's right there. And as you can see, 0.65 kilometers automatically detects it based on the drone image. So if I add, it also gets added close to where the location is. So add that there. Alright, and put this like that. So it's not overlapping. And you can already see how quick and easy it is to add locations. If I was doing this the traditional way on Photoshop and Google Maps, this would have taken me ages. So this simplifies the process, and it also provides quick delivery to your clients, so you don't have to waste time in the post-production. So it's a very useful app for those photographers that want this app. Okay, there's a lot of features in the app. You could also customize every single waypoint. Let's say I want to make it a circle, yeah? I want to make this a circle. I want to make the size a bit small. Change the color to white. Okay. I want to remove the outline. Anyways, sticky point. You have the option to remove the leading line. I prefer it to be on. You can even like customize, let's say, the corner radius. As you can see, you see how it's curving in. Alright, but I'll have it like slightly like that. Opacity, you can change the opacity, the color. I'll just leave it white for now. Now I'll go into label. Alright, so this one, it changes the colors for all the labels. So let's say I want to make this depends on your agency. Like some agencies they're green, some they're blue, some maybe just white. But let's just say I want to leave it orange. Okay, I'll make it orange for this video. You can change the opacity, text color, make it black. You can change the font. Okay, let's make it just system color. Oh, sorry, font. Font weight, just make it medium. You can also toggle the emoji. So if for example, that's a chemist, it has like the emoji, but I just turn it off because I don't want to see logos. You can change the border. Okay, let's say border width. Make it. What color should I make it? White. I think white looks good. And I'll make it a bit circle, curved. You can change the padding. There's also another feature. Let's say this one is too long, the text field, yeah? I want to make it a custom size. So if you press custom size, it's gonna allow you to change the width of the boxes. So let's say I want to have it like that. Okay, yep, let's say like that. Looks good. Or maybe a bit bigger. Yep. And that looks much cleaner. Okay, beautiful. So now we're done with these pins. We're gonna move on to the boundary customization. As you can see, this works the same. So you can either toggle on or off the overlay. The fill color, I'm gonna leave it orange just to match these there. And then outline, I can adjust the stroke. So if I want to make it bold, I can make it like that. You can change it to dashed or solid. Of course, this app is still in beta, so there's some features that will be getting added depending on your use case. And if you have any questions or inquiries of things you want me to add, let me know. You can email me and we'll add them for you. As you can see, you can also change the spotlight. So at the moment it's on, but if I toggle it off, it just adds like that dark overlay. You can also change the color, but personally I'll just leave it dark because I like it dark. Okay, that's too much. Maybe like 35% is the sweet spot. Okay, beautiful. If you press here, it's gonna just fit to the screen. You can see what it looks like. Beautiful. And let's say you're finished with that, and you can go into templates and save this as a template. Let's say your agency is called Agency A. You can save that, and you'll get that style that you just created saved onto your account. So for next time, you can always just apply it. So let's just go into one of the custom themes here. Let's say YPA. So that's the agency, but if you want yours, it will make it much easier for the next image. So you just press apply, and boom, you've got that there. Alright, and that image is done. You've got all your pins here. Let's say this one, this one, this one, this one. Let's say you want to change this. You see, I don't like how it's so long. So let's just double press, and you can change the category here. Just remove this, for example. And distance, we'll just leave it same. And just save changes, and you'll get that clean. Now, if there's something that didn't get detected on the point of interest detection here, the GPS location, nearby places, and let's say you want to add one manually. So you go here onto add pin, and then it gives you this crosshair. So for example, I want to add a pin here. Let's add a pin. Let's name this, let's say, the address of this warehouse. So for example, 6 Alpine Way, 6 Alpine Way, Sydney Road. Distance, you can leave that empty if you like. And this is a commercial, so let's press commercial. This doesn't really matter, it just helps you filter it on the side. You can add notes here. Let's say this is the home, this is the commercial warehouse. You drop the pin, and boom, you'll get that straight away. If you want to move it around, you go into select. If you want to move it by the pin, it will move the whole thing. If you want to only move the text, you can move it like that. Move it like that. You can move it like that. Well, I'll leave it like this. Looks nicer. Wow, beautiful. Very nice. And you can save this after you finish. Let's say I want to export it in like high quality. Export uses up 1 credit. Wait for it, and gets downloaded right onto your computer, and I'll display that on the screen. Very nice. So let's say you want to create another image. You can see this film strip here. You can add a new image. Let's say I want to add this one. As you can see, you can always switch between them. So let's say this one. You can add, let's say we start off with the boundary again. Let's say you want to make a different perspective. I'll just select it quickly. Of course, I'm just doing this quickly for the video, so it's not going to be 100% perfect. Find the nearby again, using up 5 credits. Okay. Let's say add this. Add Officeworks again. Add Guzman. What else did we add before? So as you can see now, Chemist Warehouse is out of the frame. Or not technically out of the frame, because it still says Chemist Warehouse, and you can detect it. But let's say Amart. You can see Amart is out of the frame. So if we go back to this and we look for Amart, as you can see, Amart Campbellfield is outside the frame now. So if you add it, let's say you add something that's out of the frame, it's going to get placed in the middle. And you can just drag it and move it wherever you like. Let's say Amart was all the way here. So we can just add a pin like that. Okay, maybe like that. So you can see that it's still there. Okay, I'm gonna make this layout nicer. Okay, looks good. And yeah, pretty much it. You can also change the style, but of course, because you saved it as a custom template, you can always come back to it whenever you need. Makes your life easier. For example, you import something and you're missing a style. Straight away, you just press apply on your template and boom, download photo and you've got your image. So let's say you import an image. There's a cool feature where if you go into the info, you can see the information of the image that you upload. If this is a DJI aerial image, you'll see all the metadata. As you can see, when it was captured, make, model, software, aperture, shutter, ISO, focal length, latitude, longitude, altitude, how high your drone was. And it also tells you where the drone is facing. So this drone is facing south. It's facing the city. The CBD is here, south. And if you want to open it on Google Maps for the exact location of where this was taken, the drone was hovering right over this location, capturing this side, facing south of Melbourne. As you can see, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know how you go with this software. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll always get back to you. And thank you very much.